Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for the season premiere, the series premiere really, of The Sympathizer. This is episode 1, Death Wish. Now, if you don't know what The Sympathizer is, it is a new series from HBO. It's airing on Max. And the thing that drew me to it was that Robert Downey Jr. is a part of it. We also know that Park Chan-Wook is a director working on this, so it's a collaboration between them. So that was always going to be something that I was going to at least check out. Let me give you a quick synopsis. We'll go into the cast and what episode 1 is about, and then we'll talk more about this series. Near the end of the Vietnam War, a plant who was embedded in South Vietnam Army flees to the United States and takes up residence in a refugee community where he continues to secretly spy and report to the Viet Cong. This is directed by Park Chan-wook, a South Korean director who you may know from Oldboy from 2003. And in episode 1, we see that with the fall of Saigon imminent, the captain juggles the Communist Party, the South Vietnamese army, and his CIA handler, and also his conscience. This stars Robert Downey Jr. We'll talk more about his role. He is the CIA handler in this one. We also have Hoa Zuande, who I'm not very familiar with any other work, but he's pretty much our protagonist here. He is the captain in this case. We also have Fred Win Khan as Bon, and then Tuan Lee or Lei maybe as the general. Apologies if I mispronounced any of those names. So I got to tell you, as I went into this, there is a lot that it comes at you very fast in the first 5 or 6 minutes of this show. You're kind of bombarded with information, characters, flashbacks, unreliable narration. Like there's a lot happening. So this is a show that not only requires, but I think deserves your full attention. So, um, from what I saw, this is based on the novel by Viet Thanh Nguyen, The Sympathizer, of the same name. And it really just shoves us straight into the boots of someone that we only know as the captain, a half Vietnamese, half European mole for the communist fighters of North Vietnam, who has been embedded in the South Vietnamese secret police. So, you definitely have to be at least a little bit familiar with the Vietnam conflict and what different sides were there and all that stuff. So the show tries to give you a lot of that insight, but I think having some context from the real world would definitely help. So first of all, Robert Downey Jr. kills it in this first episode. Every scene that he's in is just fantastic. He's playing this CIA handler that's a little bit of a scumbag, like just I don't know. He's definitely wearing a lot of makeup and prosthetics and stuff. Like it is very hard to tell that it's Robert Downey Jr. if you really aren't kind of paying attention. Apparently, he's supposed to be playing multiple characters all throughout the show. It looks like he's doing just good work and having fun with it. Right, coming right off of his Oscar run from Oppenheimer. It looks like he is just throwing himself at these like weird, challenging roles, and that's really cool. I really like seeing the 70s era's stylistic choices that are in the show. I like how they're portrayed. They feel authentic, even though I don't know anything about the 70s other than what I've seen on TV and other books and media and stuff. Um, the setting is very important. It's not just where we are, but it's part of the story itself. It feels like especially because we kind of keep coming back to the same few locations uh, as the story goes on, and we see the locations change and even blow up. There's a sequence towards the end of the first episode that is full of some of the most impressive war stuff that I've seen. Like the way that this sequence plays out, I didn't know what to expect from it. Um, Tonally, the show sometimes tries to put in some jokes or lighthearted moments that I don't know if they felt a little bit out of place to me. But overall, the cast delivers solid performances. Like I said, I don't know much about Hoa Zuande, who is our protagonist, but I think he is rising up to the challenge of like playing this role. So very excited for this. I'll probably keep checking it out depending on the views for this video and whatnot. I'll keep maybe making reviews for this weekly. For these type of prestige HBO shows, I really, I do the first episode. the regime was just not for me. Like, it was not a show that I enjoyed. I couldn't even get through the second episode, so I stopped watching it. And obviously, that means that I won't be making videos on that. But yeah, very solid stuff. We have a lot of really cool stuff. I might do a video for Fallout 2 if you're watching that, maybe once the series is done. But I'm taking my time with it. I'm taking enjoying the show, and I shows like The Sympathizer remind me how important it is to have these weekly shows and pacing it out instead of just binging everything. I feel like you get a lot of that experience. Like, I've had a couple days to marinate now while I'm sitting here doing this review. So yeah, very excited to see what comes next. And I'm very excited to see the next episode and what other roles that Robert Downey Jr. is going to tackle in this series. So very cool. If you've seen this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.